people, and welcome back to another video. My name is Sakshi Patel, and as of from today onwards I am 6th year PharmD student. Please don't mind the fan noise, it is extremely hot weather. I just came right now to be unpacked, and by the way, this is a new purse that I got mainly for my laptop. So yeah, and it all matches, like this is green, and this is also green. So I just came right now, I think at around 5:55, and I'll leave at 8:15 to reach the hospital. But the thing happened with me is that I forgot all of my keys, my hostel room key, my hostel this cupboard key, and also my Activa key. All of these three keys, they were together, and I forgot the entire bunch at home. But never mind, I got the hostel room key and my cupboard, I don't know, it just magically opened because it actually doesn't lock properly. So I was able to open both of them, the room and my cupboard also. Now I'm waiting for my Activa keys. I hope they are at my grandparents' house. If not, then today we'll have to take bus or rickshaw to reach the hospital. So yeah, that is it, and I just don't feel like sleeping anymore. I guess I'm just so excited for today, and I'm just in anticipation whether I'll get my Activa keys or not and whatever. But you guys would be there with me for the entire day, and we yet don't know what our schedule for today is. We just know that we have to report between 8:50 and 9. Also, we will be having from today onwards, I think we'll also be having that biometric system face scanner for our attendance, which is very bad because now we won't be able to leave soon or go late or something like that, you know. So yeah, that is it, and I'll see you now. I'll update you now when my Activa keys come. Bye. You guys won't believe, but it was just today morning when I was in the bus, right? So I was just like that, chanting some affirmations, you know, those lucky girl syndrome affirmations, and everything worked out for me. Like my room key I got, my cupboard was kind of already ajar, and I also got my Activa keys. So I'm a big believer of affirmations, and what you think is what happens in real life, and it is what happens. So yeah, I'm so happy. Now just get dressed up, get in my scrubs, and we'll go. Hello beautiful people, so I just wanted to tell you guys what was happening here. So once we were divided into groups, we went to the pediatric ward, and from there we were asked to talk to the head of the department. Now when we went to talk to the head of the department, we were guided to talk to head of the unit. And yeah, that day we were searching for head of the unit, but we don't know why we could not get hold of her. Okay, so she messaged in our group to meet her the next day, and then the following day we were divided into units. So unit 1 was me and one other girl, that is Alifia. Unit 2 had Trusha, and unit 3 had Yash and Tisha. So like that we were divided into units because there are 3 units in pediatric ward. So yeah, and these units, I'm so sorry, okay, and our units, they get exchanged, or they get changed every week. So second week I was unit 2, and now this will be our third week in pediatrics. So from Monday onwards, that is from tomorrow, I'll be unit 3. So we are going to be changing like that. Hello beautiful people, so we are back after our lunch break and we are a bit more energized, but we still have until 5 o'clock to go and it is just 2 right now. But we just have 5 patients in pediatric ward today, but we kept one of the patient to review the file post lunch break, so we'll be doing just that now. And I swear the morning was so damn long and also we were so very hungry. But yeah, now we will continue with the ward rounds and the medication chart, and I'll discuss with you the patients that we saw today when I go back to hostel. Alright guys, so time for the case discussion, and before that I wanted to tell you guys a certain debriefing that was done that day. So on our first day we were given a lot of pointers for what we should be expecting from our internship. We would be having similar form filling as we had in our fifth year, that is ADR, drug-drug interactions and any other drug disease or drug chemical drug food interaction, etc. Patient counseling, medication history, and then we have, these are 4, right? Pharmacist intervention and patient counseling I told, right? Okay, so all of these forms we will be having, but this time the twist is that we have to write cases, and instead of 400 cases, there are limited number of cases. We yet don't know how many cases we have, but the cases that we write in journal, they have to be the ones in which we have performed an intervention apart from patient counseling and medication history. For example, there are 10 cases, and out of those 10 cases I found one case which had ADR, another case which had drug-drug interaction, and it just did not have drug-drug interaction, but that drug-drug interaction or that medication incident was seen in the patient. Okay, so these 2 cases only I would be able to write, not the rest of the 8 cases. So that is number 1 limitation. Second, we are going to have only 12 CL, and our internship timings would be 9 to 5 from Monday to Saturday. It is being discussed right now that maybe second and fourth Saturday would be given holiday or half day. So yeah, coming back to the cases that we saw on the first day. Okay, because it was first day, so I really did not know how to take cases, so I have taken them in extreme brief manner. Okay, so first patient had a fever for which he was prescribed DNS, ondansetron and pantoprazole. Then the second patient had sepsis with anemia with thrombocytopenia. She was 1.5 months old, for which she had been prescribed vancomycin, meropenem, paracetamol and vitamin D3. Then there was another patient who was 8 months old, who had convulsion, LRTI, that is lower respiratory tract infection and dehydration. For that the patient was given magnesium sulfate, folic acid, paracetamol, ondansetron, vitamin B12, zinc and calcium. Okay. Then we had 2-year 8-month patient who was prescribed with DNS, paracetamol, ondansetron, pantoprazole for intermittent fever and weakness. One thing that I've learned being in pediatric ward for 2 weeks now is that whenever a patient has diarrhea, they are prescribed with zinc. The property of zinc, which I did not know until now, is that it also helps in preventing or decreasing the frequency of diarrhea. So many of the pediatric patients are prescribed with zinc. Alright, so another patient that we saw the next day, He was 4 years. He was diagnosed with CBDC. Uh, Wait, I remember what was CBDC. CBDC is chronic bullous disease of childhood. Bullous forming or bullous disease, I forgot. But bullous are, those fluid filled lesions that are there. So they are very giant fluid filled lesions of childhood. So that disease she had. Her hemoglobin was 10.4, serum alkaline phosphatase was 183, and she had been prescribed with methylprednisolone because it is an autoimmune disease, lansoprazole, folic acid, cyclosporin, and hydroxyzine. Alright, then we had 1 year female, 8.6 kg, was diagnosed with viral fever, paracetamol 0.5 ml and cefixime 0.3 ml. So you can see the difference between my first day patient charts. That is, on first day I just wrote the patient name, age, and what the diagnosis was and what the medications were. But now we write everything. We write patient name, age, weight, hospital number. Then we write lab parameters, not only of that day but all the cumulative days for whenever the patient labs were taken. Okay, so patient lab parameters, patient symptoms, history, antenatal history, birth history, that is, antenatal history, and then family history is extremely important in pediatrics. So that antenatal history is also extremely important, whether there was any previous previous hospital admission or not, whether the patient when he or she was small or was born, whether he or she cried immediately or not, for how many months the patient had been supplemented with mother's milk, that is colostrum. So that is also extremely important. And we write all the medication, what was the start date of the medication, the frequency, and then in pediatric there is weight wise calculation. So also the weight wise formula of the patient is also written. So yeah, that is it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll meet you guys next day at the same place, same time. Bye bye.